Hello everyone. So this video is to make an announcement that we are going to start with our first batch on Oracle DBA training under SOS University. So my friend Shanmugh quite some time now and he wanted to foray into Oracle DBA training as well. So here we are and we are planning to start this batch starting from 7th May 2023. Batches will be held every weekdays either at 5 p.m. or 6 p.m. Based on the convenience of the participants, and then on weekends as well. That as well will be based on the preference of the candidates. So the course module, basically, it will be covered in approximately 90 hours. I'll be sharing that. There you will see which are the topics that will be covered and how much time we are planning to spend on each of those topics. And it is going to be a complete real-time setup, which you will see which you will get to see in the industries where you start working as tools that we make use of as an Oracle DBAs. We'll be using those. Okay, so we'll be doing all the practice and all the learning on Oracle 19c, and it will be running on a Linux environment. Okay, in industry, most of the Oracle databases run on the Linux environment. There will be very few that will be running on Windows. For training, it is on Linux. So uh, basically, if you want to get into an Oracle DBA, you need to know a bit of the Linux as well as a bit of the SQL as well. So those are some good to have things. So if you have those knowledge already with you, well and good. Otherwise, we'll spend some time covering Linux and basics of Linux and SQL as well. Okay, training is going to be conducted by me. I'm Dhruv Mishra, and I have an experience of more than 12 years working as an core Oracle DBA, and a couple of years of experience as a trainer as well. Okay. So uh, next thing that I wanted to share was this curriculum. That is DBA1, DBA2, and DBA3. All these three modules will be covered under this. Okay, and this will help you land a job as a beginner Oracle DBA. Okay, so we start from the very basics of the Oracle database server architecture. Okay, how do you create a database? Which are the various components inside the database? How do you start up the database? How do you shut it down? What all things happen when you shut down a data? Okay, how do you create various users in the database? How do you assign the roles and privileges to the users? Okay, then here you see the storage structure. We'll see how the users connect to the database and which are the components that get involved when a user wants to connect to the database, so on and so forth. Here you see we are trying to spend a couple of hours on the basics of SQL and then a couple of hours on Linux as well. Okay, so this is the first part of the curriculum. Okay, very basic. See, under this curriculum is more of an administration task as a DBA, which is like taking the backups of the database, managing those backups. Okay, and if you're taking the backups, ideally you'll use that in scenarios of failures or corruption within the database. So how do you make use of those backups to perform recovery? Okay, so this second part of the curriculum, it primarily focuses on all the backup and recovery concepts, what are ways to be taken. Okay, and in which which kind of backup you will use to come out of that scenario. Okay, so all that stuff gets covered here in the second module. About the performance tuning. Okay, as a beginner DBA, you won't be required or you won't be expected much to do performance tuning in the database, but you have to know the basics, or you have to know which are the various tools we make use of to diagnose that there are performance issues within the database. Okay, so all that will be covered under this third module. Okay. So overall, this is going to be approximately 90 plus word on weekdays and weekends. Okay. Uh, if at all you are interested in going ahead with this training, then you can get on touch with us on this number. Okay. And see you soon. Thank you.